Hey FlossTube, it's Carla with Cobweb Corner Cross Stitch, and welcome to FlossTube number 51, and welcome to 2021. It's been a little while since my last video, just before Christmas, and wow, I've been busy. If you're just joining me for the first time, this is a channel about cross stitch and my online cross stitch shop. So welcome, and if you like what you see and like what you hear, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Where to start? So since I saw you last, and it's a little bit echoey in here, I'll get into that in a little bit, but I apologize if the sound isn't great. Christmas happened. It was just my husband and I. We did not see my parents, and it has now been 1 year since I've seen my daughter, and that's hard. She's in Seattle, we're in Iowa, and we're just not visiting until we all have our vaccines. And right now I have no idea when that will be for people under 65 and her under 30. So we'll see, but it's getting hard. But we did Zoom with her and her boyfriend and opened gifts together and had a glass or bottle of wine while we talked, and that was really nice. And didn't see my mom and dad, but called them, and then a couple days after Christmas we ran over with some gifts and dropped those off, and stayed for about a half hour and social distanced, and they're trying to get in line to get their vaccines because they're in that higher age group. My mom's 86 and my dad's 88, so I'm hoping that they can get theirs pretty soon, and then I'll feel a lot better about that. New Year's Eve again, we didn't do anything. We had another bottle of wine with really good friends of ours via Zoom, and that was nice. And my husband and I were in bed by 11:15 maybe. We couldn't make it. We're so old. But it was nice. We've had some beautiful weather. We had some snow after Christmas that really brightened things up, and we've been going for walks. We live in a development out in the country, and we can walk just on the streets in our development and get about 2 miles in. So that's really good. But that's really all that's going on. Christmas wise, my best Christmas gift from my husband was a $200 gift card to a fabric store. And the fabric store, I hurried, so Christmas of course was on the 25th, and they had a year-end sale. It's Inspired Sew in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and they had an year-end sale that if you bought 6 yards of fabric, you got 4 yards free. So I bought 12 yards of fabric and got 8 yards free. So I still have a little bit of my money left. I came home with this huge bag of fabric that, you know, all I'm making is little tiny mug rugs and smalls, and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to do with 20 yards of fabric, but we'll see what happens. The other thing that happened over Christmas break is my husband continued to work on my craft room, which is where I'm sitting. And the reason it's so echoey is because everything is out of the craft room, including the carpet. So nothing on the walls, no furniture. The only thing that's up, behind me is actually a closet. And when this was a playroom, we took the doors off the closet, which I can't recommend enough because it opens up your space. So then when I made this into my studio and did some of my scrapbooking in here, I put a table in front of the closet, and then I had everything behind me, all my paper and everything. So all my containers and stuff, storage units are out. And my husband worked really hard over the break, but now, because he had 2 weeks off, his company shuts down over Christmas, and they get about a 10-day break, and then he took a couple days vacation, and he got all the trim off, all the furniture out, pulled the carpet up, took all the trim off around the bottom baseboards and the trim around the window, and we've got flooring picked out, I think, and paint, which my husband is going to do that too, but now that he's back to work, we'll see. But he retires on February 12th. So if nothing else, hopefully things will get going then. And I cannot wait, because this will be my personal craft room with no business things in it. And I'll get my sewing machine down here, have my scrapbooking stuff here, which I haven't scrapbooked for probably 5-6 years. and have a place to store my personal cross-stitch stuff. So I'm really excited. Stitching wise, I've got a lot to cover, and I don't want this to be a really long video, so we'll get right into it. First of all, I have a finish. I am so excited. I finished Burr, It's Cold Outside by With Thy Needle and Thread. And isn't it cute? It's really cute. This was a fun stitch. The only thing I have left to do, and I'm going to wait until right before I frame it, is you add a string here from going from one broom to another, so the banner looks like it's hanging from a string. So I haven't done that yet, and I'll do that before I frame it. But this was a lot of fun to stitch. The only change I made, I'm trying to remember what, this is 28 count Water Lily by Witchelt, and it's a Jobelin. And the only change I made was it called for Weeks Dye Works Grits, which is what I used here, but I thought that blended too much, so I changed it to Weeks Dye Works Whitewash so that the white would show up a little bit more, and I'm really glad I did. So that's my finish. I don't have any fully finished things. I never do. I don't think I've fully finished anything since I started doing FlossTube. Then for my work in progress, I went back to, where's the chart? Songbird's Garden, Bluebird of Happiness. And I'm stitching this for a stitch along that started a few months ago via Cobweb Corner. We sponsored it. And there's still quite a few people stitching. So if you're interested, you can stitch any of the charts or as many of the charts in the Songbird series as you want. So I had put this away for quite a while, and since my last video, I got this large flower done here, some of the branches, and this flower here. And this I'm stitching on Graceful Gray 32 count linen, 28 count linen over 1, because the charts are actually pretty big finish size. They're 159 by 159 stitches. Let's see if it gives a, so at 28 count it would be 11 3/8 by 11 3/8, and so mine's going to be half of that. So I think if I'm not very good at math, so that should be what it is though. But it's a lot of fun, and I'm kind of tired of doing the cherry blossoms. That I have quite a few to do. But I can't wait to do the nest. I really want to do the nest. So I've been working on that at night. And then for a new start, Sunday, January 10th, just a couple days from now, we're sponsoring a new stitch along. It's an older series by Heart in Hand, and it's the Wee Ones bird series. So they're long-legged birds, and you can stitch anything in the series that you want. I think there's 13 or 14 charts. There's all the seasons, all the holidays, and then there's a stitching bird and a quilting bird, and each of them has an optional 1 or 2 button embellishment. Now I'm going to do Valentine bird as my first one, because I hope to have it done before February, and Valentine's Day is my birthday. So they are inexpensive. They're $4.45. For some of them are a little bit more. They kind of raise their prices over the years. And if you join the group to stitch with us, you get a small discount on the charts. And I'm going to stitch them, at least this one, on 32 count lamb's wool over 2. And if you stitch on 32 count over 2, then the finish size is, where is it at? 2.75 inches by 5 inches. And I want them all to be the same. So I'm not usually a 32 count person, but I want it to be small. So changes, it does call for specialty threads. And the changes I made was, for the pink, it called for Antique Rose by Gentle Arts Threads. And I wanted it to be pink, and to me that doesn't look rose at all. It looks kind of orangish pink. I mean, it's an antique rose, I guess. But when you look at the picture here, I want it to look more like the picture. So I'm changing that out and going to use Classic Colorworks Little Pink Pony instead. And that's a big difference. And then it called for Gentle Arts Maple Syrup and Weeks Dye Works Cocoa for 2 different symbols. And they're like exactly the same. I mean, look at that. I'm like, you can't tell any difference at all between those two. So I'm keeping, since I only have the Gentle Arts in 10 yard skeins and I only need it for a few stitches, I'm keeping the cocoa, and instead of the maple syrup, I'm going to use Straw Hat by Classic Colorworks. And I think that's the border. So the border is a little bit lighter, and then the dark brown will be the bird. So those are the only changes that I'm making. They do have a DMC conversion, and I thought about just doing that, but I wanted some of the variegation in the bird body. So that's what, I'll start that on Sunday, January 10th. So that's what I've been doing stitchy-wise. I haven't done anything at all with my machine embroidery. I'm kind of waiting for my craft room to be ready and get my sewing machine moved back down here and see how that goes. Okay, giveaways. Last week, let's see, where are they? Are these it? Those are not it. Oh, here they are, right underneath my face. So last time we had 5 giveaways. Sorry, I'm a little spacey. It's right here in front of me. And I'm going to announce the winners for that. We have, the first chart was, let's see, Month by Month by the Sunflower Seed. And you had to use the word month in your statement. And there were 12 people that were interested in that. And the winner is Cindy Purnell. Cindy Purnell. So Cindy, I think I have your address, but why don't you, my email is down below. I would like you to email me and put FlossTube winner in the subject line. So that way I get so many emails a day that I can find those easily. The next one is Sarah's Basket by Chessie and Me. And you had to use the word basket in your comment, and there were 20 people that were interested in that one, and the winner is Margaret Hay. Margaret Hay. So Margaret, email me with FlossTube winner in the subject. The third one is Beehive and Hollyhocks, and that is by Death by Thread. And you had to use the word beehive in the sentence. And the winner is Lisa Powell. Lisa, I think I have your mailing address, but please email me that you're the winner for that. And the next one was Tabby Cat Sewing Pouch with Mouse and Strawberry by Stacy Nash Primitives. And you had to use the word tabby in your sentence, and there were 9 people interested in that. And the winner is Rosebud Stitcher. Rosebud Stitcher. And the last giveaway is Christmas Stockings Ornaments by Scissortail Designs, and you had to use the word stockings. And the winner is Carla Burgoon, B-U-R-G-O-O-N. So my email's down below. Let me know that you're the, ooh, sorry, that was loud. It is so echoey in here, but I didn't know where else in the house to do this video. So anyway, business topic. So the business topic today is year-end sales. So my year-end sales were unbelievably successful this year. Hang on. Oh, by the way, this is my Christmas present to myself. I bought this about a week before Christmas. Isn't that adorable? And it says, believe there is good in the world. And I'm trying. I'm really trying. But I love this mug. I just think it's so cute. I got it. We went to Amana. We live by the Amana colonies in Iowa. And we went there one day during the week to do some quick shopping. And I saw this. And I'm like, I really don't need another coffee mug. But it's just too stinking cute. So I got, so year-end sales. So, first of all, I was extremely busy. So what I did this year was a little bit different. Instead of just having one big sale where I said like, oh, 20% off the whole store, I started quite a few weeks before Christmas and had 3-day sales and really discounted one or more designers. So for example, I think I might have had Glendon Place and I don't know, not Plum Street Stamps. So one of the last ones was a big one. The day of Christmas, I did Plum Street Samplers, Blackbird Designs, With Thy Needle and Thread, and Hands Across the Sea. And they were all 25% off, I think. And that only lasted for 3 days. So all my sales only lasted 3 days, but I discounted things more than I would have if I just had the whole store on sale. And it was really popular sale. Why do we have these year-end sales? I mean, it's kind of obvious. First of all, you're trying to get rid of inventory. So the end of the year is coming. You're getting, most stores are going to be seasonal. Cross Stitch, we have new charts coming out all the time. Every week they have Hoffman and Witchilt and Stony Creek. They announce new charts that we can buy, and we're on most of the shops are on auto ship, and we just get new charts every week. So, but a lot of stores, in other retail, they're seasonal. So they're trying to get rid of now their winter things, or they're trying to get ready for, the next year model, things like that. My big push this whole year has been trying to get rid of really old inventory that just hasn't sold. And I have a clearance section that I started and put literally hundreds and hundreds of things into there. And I had some that weren't selling, and I took all of those out of my inventory and took them to Goodwill. So those will be a tax write-off. So what I paid for those, it's called reducing your inventory for basically items that have lost value. Like if I were a tech store and I was selling iPhones, we're up to iPhone 12, and I might have 3 iPhone 6s in my inventory, and I'll just say, I can't sell these. Nobody wants these anymore. So I either sell them below cost, or I destroy them, or get rid of them, or donate them, whatever. So I did that, and I got rid of a lot of books. Before that, I worked months and had those on clearance and did some auctions and stuff, trying to get rid of those. And then I just had the year-end sale because I wanted to get some cash flow to pay bills, and you have to have a year-end sale. If you don't have a year-end sale, if you don't have a holiday sale, your competitors are going to do that. So it's almost, it's almost mandatory. But this worked really good, and I was so busy. And it kind of worked out that we were home and had no travel to do for the holidays, because I was just shipping orders like crazy. And now I'm getting ready. So I sold out. So especially, what did I learn from my year-end sale? Well, first of all, if I ever need to pay bills and have some extra cash, have a sale on Blackbird Designs, Plum Street Samplers, because wow, as soon as I put those on sale, people just went crazy. And they're just so popular. Blackbird Designs and Plum Street, there's a number of them that are popular. But those just sold like, I was selling out of those like crazy. And I was not at that time buying more inventory. I was trying to, get everything down for the end of the year. So those are just super popular. Some of the surprises, I had sales on With Thy Needle and Thread, sold maybe 3 charts, and that really surprised me. There was quite a few like that surprised me, that I'm like, oh, people are going to be really happy that this is 25% off. And sometimes I had 30% off. Like I had 30% off Imaginating, and I hardly sold any, maybe 10 charts out of hundreds. So some surprises, and it gives me kind of an idea of, boy, are these going to sell? Should I continue to carry this? things to think about. And I also got rid of a lot of, like I said, the clearance items. So, and then I also had a sale. One of the day's sales was on floss packs and bead packs. And I thought that would really go crazy too, because those are never on sale. I didn't have my individual skeins of floss on sale, but I had the floss packs and the bead packs. And a few people took advantage of that, but that was a good sale. You know, sometimes those floss packs are $50, $60. And so if you can get 15% off of those, you're saving quite a bit of money. But I'm going to try that again, instead of having a month-long sale, I might have a week sale, and try to discount things a little bit more. But that's all experiment. That's part of owning a business, is trying different things, what works, what doesn't work. And then with that, over the holiday, with all of the shipping, I'm sure you've all followed the news that the United States Post Office just kind of came to a standstill. And it was a mess. I had a number of customers tell me, I got my package right away. You know, I have a big notice on my site. If you go to almost any site, it'll say, expect delays in shipping. But I have one customer whose package was mailed November 27th, and she still hasn't gotten it. The last time it tracked was December 21st. And then many, many customers would contact me and say, I haven't got my order yet. Where is it? You know? And thank goodness almost everybody purchased tracking this season, and we were able to follow things, but it's just a nightmare. And I'm really hoping that all settles down now that the holiday shopping is done. You know, they're affected by COVID. They have people out sick, and then just inundated with holiday shipping this year. So that was kind of a nightmare too, but I'm hoping that gets back to normal. So anyway, year-end sale was a success. Thank you for everybody who shopped. It was a lot of fun, and we'll do it again next year. Let's see, the new giveaway. So what I'm going to do for the new giveaway is I have 4 things here, and these are items that nobody claimed. So, you know, these are things that somebody could have already had. So if you're putting your name down for a giveaway, make sure that you check back on the next video and see if you won, because I can't hold them forever. So the first one is by Threadworks Primitives, and it's Holiday Patchwork. Holiday Patchwork. And if you're interested, if you'd like to win this one, make a comment that uses the word patchwork. And it's best if you make a separate comment for everyone that you're interested in. And you're welcome to put your name down for all 4 of these. The next one was from quite a while ago, and a lot of people wanted this one, and the person who won didn't claim it. And it is Autumn Bird by Satsuma Street. So use the word Autumn Bird in your comment, and please make a separate comment. And you need, also the giveaway rules is don't use the word giveaway. You need to be a subscriber to the channel, and you have to be 18 years or older. I can't ask for your address if you're not 18 or over. So Autumn Bird. And then another one that wasn't claimed was Santa's Tree Farm by With Thy Needle and Thread. So use the words tree farm in your sentence and make a separate comment. And the last one is also by Threadwork Primitives, and it's the Growing Love Stitcher's Wallet. And so use the word wallet, W-A-L-L-E-T. So those are the 4 giveaways for this time, and hopefully they'll be claimed, and hopefully the ones from today will be claimed. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to go over a new inventory, and I've got some exciting things to show you. All of these are new to Cobweb Corner. Some of them are recent releases, so I'm going to make a confession. One of the things I did really bad in 2020 was I have a whole bunch of inventory that I bought that I still haven't entered. And it's on my floor behind my chair where I sit. And I started going through it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, these were all new releases that should have been out there to my customers, and they're sitting on my floor, not in my shop. And it takes a long time to get inventory. You know, when you're just one person, it's a lot of work to get inventory out there, but boy, am I behind. So some of these are brand new, recent releases within the last few months, and some of them are just new to Cobweb Corner. They've never been listed on Cobweb Corner's site before. So the first one is called Clean Dishes by Dames of the Needle. It's a Halloween design, and it says, "Scary cat Salem witches need a spell to clean my dishes." Wouldn't that be cute in a kitchen at Halloween? And then from the Snow Village series by Country Cottage Needleworks, the Ice Creamery. And then by Rosewood Manor, Cats on a Pumpkin. And it just says Happy Halloween. Very different from what you think of when you think of Rosewood Manor. It's cute design. And then this is new to Cobweb Corner, Sweet Land of Liberty by Blackbird Designs. And this has a couple of amazing, there's 5 different projects in here. The first one is Liberty Rose. And I mean, isn't that just amazing? These two sisters, Barbara Adams and Alma Allen, are just so talented. And then there's, look at that. Aren't those colors fun? Is this a Salute to Abigail? And then it's got In Full Glory. Whoops, sorry. And this one is American Eagle. And the last one is Sweet Land of Liberty. So you get all 5 of those projects in one book. And I mentioned this a couple videos ago in my last video that the Blackbird Design books, you know, they're in the anywhere from $18 to $26 range. But how many designers would sell just this pin cushion for $12? So you're getting, 2 good size samplers, 2 pin cushions. What was the 5th one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I right? Maybe there's only 4. Oh, the rose one. So 5 charts. I think this one's, I don't even know. It's like $26 maybe. I can't remember. Then there is new to Cobweb Corner, Agnes Platt's Strawberry Sampler. And this is 3 designs. And I really like the one. This is the Strawberry Sampler here. But I really like this one. It says, the bee, his labor is a chant, his idleness a tune. And then My Dear Hearts by Blackberry Designs. And then I think this one. This one is from 2017, new to Cobweb Corner. It's called For Love of Needlework by Elizabeth Designs. And I like this one because it's got this old-fashioned spool cabinet that just kind of screams DMC floss to me. But this would be really cute in a sewing room or a craft room. Newer by Twin Peak Primitives, Pilgrims of Plymouth. It's got the Mayflower in the background, these beautiful floral motifs, and then the pilgrims. Another one by Blackbird Designs, Loose Feathers, the 3rd pattern, 2012, Summer's Last Rose. And you get all 3 designs. Stitches for the Needleworker, Volume 4 by Sue Hillis. So many stitches, so little time, and then pins and needles, needles and pins. From the Celebrate collection by Lizzie and Kate. We have Mary, and that comes with a little holly charm, like a leaf. Right, shown right there. And then this one is, I was trying to find a date on this and I can't find it. It's an older design by Rosewood Manor, and this is so unique. If you haven't seen, I would love to stitch this. So this is called American Flag Quilt Sampler. And what they've done is they've taken, I don't know enough about quilting to know if a certain pattern and quilt has the name of the state or what. But every quilt block in here is the name of a state. And let me see what it says. She says, I have always loved quilts and the fact that each quilt square has a name. I created a design with the state quilt blocks arranged in the order the states were admitted into the Union of the United States. The first 13 states are in the blue section of the flag, and the other states are in the striped section of the flag. Although this is a large piece of stitching, I do not think you will get bored. Each quilt square represents its own challenge and fun while being stitched. So, and then you can't really see it on here, but above the quilt square is the name of the state. So isn't that amazing? And I could just see, you know, stitching, I don't know, I just really like this. And it says one nation under God, justice for all. I just think that's an amazing chart. Newer by Imaginating, Joyful World, Joy to the World, but its title's Joyful World. Newer by Carriage House Samplings, Carriage House on Main, and it's got the carriage house and the dry goods store. Newer, kind of, by, maybe not. No, this is not. It's 2015, but new to Cobweb Corner, Crowns of the Kingdom. And what she said here, she says, the designer is Karen Kluba. After looking at several antique samplers and noticing the crowns stitched in them, I decided to collect the motifs for them and create a sampler. Very cool. Then a newer one by Imaginating, Let's Mingle and Jingle by Ursula Michael. That one's just happy. Little dancing gnomes. Oop, got a few of those. Let's Make Jam by Ursula Michael. And it's not just jam, it's more let's preserve. So it's got words like tomatoes, pressure cooker, cold pack, pint, quart, love is homemade, vegetables, pickles, jam, salsa, things like that. That would be cute in the kitchen too. Newer by Amy Brukin, Brave, the chicken. Her designs are just so whimsical and so happy. I love the bright colors, and this one's Home of the Free because of the brave. Okay, some more here. Hang on. Newer this year from Lindsay Stitches. I want to say Lindsay Stitches. Lindy Stitches, and it's called Cats Love Christmas. And you get the 3 simple designs: Cats Love Christmas, Cat Eviction Notice, and Accident-Free Days with the Christmas tree on the ground. So my cats. And then also by Lindy Stitches, Mistletoe Loitering Society. And another one is titled No Good for Man Nor Beast. And it's the weather vane, and it says, a weathercock that swings to the east proclaims no good for man or beast. And Dracula's Confession. I like this one. Again, these are ones that I purchased, and then they sat in a box because I had no time to get them out. And so I apologize to all my customers who were waiting for these, and they weren't there. It says, I love the shade and the shadow, and would be alone with my thoughts when I may. And We Three by Lindy Stitches. When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? And Autumn Royalty, and this one's by Lindy Stitches too, and I like this one. It's got 3 different birds. I think it's a magpie, a crow, and an owl, and each of them has a crown on. And we have the Count of Candy, the Lord of Gourds, and the Prince of Pies. Those were really fun. This is a new one. By Needle Bling Designs, Let It Sew. And I really like this one. I mean, obviously it's a take on Let It Snow, but it's got the snowman on top of a spool of thread. And this one is stitched on tiny blue snowflakes linen. Who is it by? I don't know who did. Oh, Fabric Flare. So I don't think it's charted to have the snowflakes in it. The snowflakes that you see in the background are part of the fabric. But I really like this. That's cute. Then the Sampler of the Month, the second one in the series, February. So January and February are out. And then Bent Creek, I think these are re-releases. This is Cardinal on an Egg. And I've got a couple more. Here's the other ones. Cardinal on an Egg, Turkey on an Egg, and Chick on an Egg. And then Love is in the Air by Country Cottage Needleworks. 2 snowmen, a snowman and a snow woman holding hands. It's so cute. And then new by Jeanette Douglas, Cozy into Winter. And Little House Needleworks, Winter Sheep, Peace on Earth. And Bent Creek, Noel. And then, long awaited for, this is a very new release, Winds of Autumn by Blackbird Designs. And this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 designs, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's like 10 designs. So let's go through here. This is just, I think this book is $26 retail. First one is Spell of the Moon. Love that one. That's really cute. October 31st. So, I mean, you get, and then, you know, they include like the templates and things too. So you get a lot in their books. Nebraska Prairie. That's one of the hard things about shopping online is you can't pick the book up and look at all the designs. This one's A Sister's Love, an alphabet sampler. And then Bittersweet September. And Autumn Sound. And Blooming Sunflowers. First Winds of Autumn. And that's got the template to make the strawberry. Patchwork Pumpkin. Look at that big pumpkin next to that patchwork house. That's like, look at all the detail in that. That's a lot of detail for, It's 100 and, oh, so it's a little bit bigger than I thought. 103 by 103. Finish size on 36 count is 6.5 inches by 6.5 inches. But that's got a lot in it. It's really cool. And waiting for the harvest. And some small sewing companions. And the last one is Mighty Acorn, Mighty Oaks from Little Acorns Grow. So at least some of those are re-releases. I don't know if it says in here, but I know that the, which one is it? The Waiting for the Harvest. I'm pretty sure I have that in my shop by itself. So might be a collection of a couple new and then some re-releases. I'll have to get the story on that. Oh yeah, it says here, welcome autumn into your home with the 12 projects you'll find inside. Some new, a few older favorites, all using the rich, glorious colors of fall that we love so much. So this is a great deal. Summer and Winter, this is a new release by Hoffman for Prairie Schooler. This one just came out. And this one I bought quite a while ago. It was new by Hello by Liz Matthews. It's a loft, and if you haven't heard the story of this one is stitched on 2 different kinds of fabric. So this one was worked on, the model was worked on 2 32 count, picture this, plus linens, Fog and Arctic. So you stitch those separately and attach the 2. That makes it really unique. And that's it. So that is it for FlossTube number 51. I don't have any big plans other than the stitch along starts this week. And one of my New Year's resolutions is to try to do more videos because I always have so much to go through, and I want to do some things like best sellers. So like what were my top 10 best selling charts last year, or what do people seem to be interested in? Are they starting to stitch Halloween, or are they starting to only still stitching winter? And why do samplers sell so well? Things like that. So we'll see. If you have any ideas of topics you'd like me to talk about, or things you'd like to see, please let me know. I'll address pretty much anything about running the business and what I do from day to day. And if there's any charts you want to see, I'll be happy to show those. So happy stitching, everybody, and thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. Bye-bye.